closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo. Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCartney. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. On 3rd down, McCartney. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Shoves him away and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Ravens at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw on 3rd down. Quick. And that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The end result, 21 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down, McCartney. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, McCartney. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the bootleg. Quick. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We'll see him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And some room to work. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off off the play fake. McCartney. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Well, that one, they go with the play fake, see, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Complete right side to Otten. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, quick. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch there, good for 10 yards in the 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Quick. Open man is Waddle, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Off play action. Quick. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Quick. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 86 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slant to Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McCartney over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On fourth down, quick. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on third down. Quick. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Quick. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point. He's going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. The lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10. McCartney. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw. McCartney. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw? Breakout. Dime defense. Blocking in the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, quick. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Las Vegas sending out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, McCartney.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang it. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, it has to be 4th down.
Back to throw. McCartney able to find Walter. That's complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 20 yards.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. About 3 times for passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Off the play fake. Quick. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Taker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. kick it away following the touchdown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw. McCartney escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That was a nicer run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. That winds up falling incomplete. Misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They go with Jacobs, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he ended up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Quick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here and really talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do?
They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Quick. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. McCartney. The slant connects with Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Quick. And Walker has it. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Well, they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they are using them. Those timeouts do you...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Carlson on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That ties the game, 35-35. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action. Quick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jacobs. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Las Vegas, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3 and 5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.